is a presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Baltimore. We are LA.
This season, the Angels are a team that has been defined by its ability to come back, and no one knows this better than the Seattle Mariners. 5 of the Halos wins against Seattle have been comebacks. This weekend, the fight in the Angels has propelled them into the playoff picture. Today, they look to win their 6th consecutive game. That's coming up next. So far, so good as far as kicking off this road trip for the Angels. They picked up 3 consecutive victories against the Seattle Mariners, 5 consecutive overall to match a season high. And today from Safeco Field, they look for the series sweep against the M's. We welcome you inside the broadcast booth and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas, and clearly with the first 3 wins against Seattle in this series, the Angels are in that second wild card spot. We'll see how things play out the rest of the season. A lot of baseball left to be played, but I tell you what, go back to April, May. We talked about resiliency in this ball club. Last night, they showed it yet again. The 35th come from behind victory.
Yeah, Victor, when you think about it, have that kind of patience and be able to come back late in games and score some runs from that 7th inning on. That's why this club has been able to play so good and have 35 come from behind victories this season. It's the patience at the plate, getting good hitters counts, working some walks, and when the pitcher makes a mistake, they've capitalized. From Mike Trout to Andrelton Simmons, Albert Pujols, Maldonado, Valbuena, you name it, every single one of these hitters has felt comfortable in these late inning situations. 13 of the 18 runs scored 7th inning or later for the Angels. That's why they've been able to come back, and that's why they're so comfortable coming back from spring training all the way up to this point of the season.
Yeah, they've done a terrific job, and I like the fact that it's been not just one guy carrying the team, although Andrelton Simmons and Mike Trout have done their job, but other guys have stepped up as well, and it kind of contributed to these victories here of late. We're going to step away for a moment. One of the gentlemen that has stepped up of late, Albert Pujols. We'll talk about him when we return to Seattle. local Southern California Land Rover retailers. By Jack in the Box, come try the new $4.99 Smoky Jack Burger Combo with small fries and a small drink. Limited time only. And by your local Toyota dealers. Let's go places.
Welcome back to a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Seattle as the Mariners and Angels wrap up this 4-game weekend series, and the Angels have a chance to sweep with a win this afternoon. Welcome back, everybody. Kent French with you, and the Angels have a reason to sweep because they've come from behind the last 2 nights against the M's, thanks in part to some big hits from the machine, Albert Pujols. That's worthy of a Carl's Cam replay. Still finding a way to get it done in the clutch. 4 RBI the last 2 games, all coming in the 7th inning or later, and he had the game winner last night. Mike Sochi said today, even though his numbers aren't there, he doesn't give away at bats. And Albert said after the game, hey, we got 27 outs in the game. As long as we have 1 left, we are going to go for it. And the Halos will be going for the sweep here this afternoon. Parker Bridwell, the rookie, taking to the hill, looking for his 5th straight win. The Angels looking for their 6th straight win overall. Get ready, first pitch right around the corner with Victor and Gooby, so don't go anywhere.
Sports West is being brought to you by the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica, the new benchmark of minivans. Test drive one at your local Chrysler dealership today. By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast, free quote and see how much you can save. And by Buick. Welcome back out to Seattle, the final game of this 4-game set. The Angels trying to finish off the series sweep, and they'll have to do so against a very tough left-handed pitcher with whom they had issues with through his first 5 career starts against the Angels. But the way the Halos have played of late, they're certainly not worried about anything. As we take a look at the lineup for Mike Socha, and as we play game number 119 of the season, the Angels now 60-58 in that second wild card spot. Cameron Maven leading things off in left field. Mike Trout's at center. Albert Pujols DHing. C.J. Cron at first. Andrelton Simmons the shortstop. Jeffrey Marte's at third. Cole Calhoun at right. Martin Maldonado once again behind the plate. It's Cliff Pennington this afternoon getting to start at second base, and he will bat ninth as they take on the 28-year-old left-hander native of Havana, Cuba. Ariel Miranda's on the mound for Seattle.
And Miranda, who will throw a lot of fastballs. Fastballs 90-95, a slider, occasional slider, changeup, and split finger fastball. My go-tos to be successful against Mo is sit early on a fastball. He likes to throw first pitch fastballs and keep split end change in the strike zone. He gets a lot of swing and misses. off the plate with those 2 off-speed pitches.
Let's check out the defense for Seattle. Heredia, Dyson, Martin in the outfield from left to right. The infield was Seager, Segura, Cano, and Alonso from third to first. Chuchrui is behind the plate.
And Heredia can really go get a baseball out in left field. He's made some outstanding plays this season against the Angels. And you go back to May 3rd. Anderson Simmons thinks he has a home run. Heredia leaps up and catches that on the sprint at the wall, slams in the wall, maintains control. What an outstanding play with that great range and a very good throwing arm for Heredia out in left field.
Halos last night with a 6-3 victory. We're out hit by Seattle, but didn't matter as they came out victorious. 8 hits, 13 for the Mariners. Keenan Middleton, back-to-back victories for him. He now stands at 4-0 on the season. Maben ready to go. Here's the first one. It's lined out toward right center field. That is going to split the outfielders and go to the wall. Maben on his way to second. He is going to stop right there with a leadoff double.
Well, sitting on that first pitch early, paid off. As Maben drives that ball very well, used that lower half of his body, let his hand get through the baseball well. Shoots that ball to right center field, 17th double. Sitting that fastball away. You talk about a perfect swing, the leverage, using that lower part of his body and shorten up on the swing. Great contact for Maben.
So the Angels right from the get-go have a man in scoring position for Trout. He's hacking first pitch, comes up empty. Mike hitting .345, 23 home runs, 55 runs batted in. 1 for 3 game yesterday with a single and a walk. On base percentage at .469. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chris Siegel calling the balls and strikes today. Will Little at first, Jeff Kellogg at second, James Hoy at third base. There's 1-1. 2-1. And is making his 24th start of the season. 7-5 with that .465 ERA, but last 11 starts, ERA over 7. The long ball's been prevalent. Maben with a leadoff double to right center. Trout cuts through the off-speed pitch, 2-2.
We'll throw that often, whether it's a straight changeup or a split finger fastball. Loves to go with that splitter on a 2-2 count.
Full count. Pujols on deck. Big lead for Maben at second base. Here's a 3-2, and he lays off. It's a walk, so 2 on with nobody out.
Good patience once again for Trout. Five walks in this series for Trout.
Albert last night had 1 hit, and it was a big one. 2 RBI double in the 8th inning. Snapped a 3-3 tie, gave the Angels at that point a 5-3 lead. He's got 2 on here. He'll take downstairs.
Albert looking for his first career hit against Miranda. 0 for 14. Marte just 1 for 13.
Two balls, no strikes.
There's a lot of 4-seam fastballs. Albert's been very good on a 2-seam sinking fastball this year. He's struggling against a 4-seamer. Should get a fastball now.
Double to Maben. Walk to Trout. Albert takes a strike. He was taken the whole time. It's 2-1 now.
Albert lifts one out toward third base side in the foul territory. Seager's there, one out. Runners do not advance. Albert still looking for that first career hit against Miranda. Here comes Crone.
Going with that four-seamer, going inside on him. And Albert is struggling against a four-seam fastball, and that's exactly what Miranda likes to throw.
Crone's average at .262 now with 8 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Multi-hit game last night with a double and a single, 2 runs scored.
This part of the order for the Angels, Pujols, Crone, Simmons, Marte, combined 2 for 39 in their careers versus Miranda. Crone sitting on a first pitch fastball, got a changeup instead. You mentioned, Victor, he has been victimized by the long ball of late. 29 home runs total on the season, 24 against right-handed batters.
No balls, 2 strikes. Halos trying to strike early against Miranda. 1 out, 2 on.
Trout taking a long look at Cameron Maben to see if he would go, and that's a quick conversation with Carlos Ruiz and Miranda. Make sure he buried that look back to second if you're Seattle. Miranda's only allowed 1 stolen base against him this season, but this is the time where you could do so with a runner at second.
One and 2. Miranda's last start against Oakland got a no decision, gave up 6 runs on 5 hits and 5 innings of work. This is his 6th career start against the Angels. He's 4-0 with a 2.61.
Imagine when a high fastball like that followed up with a splitter now.
Now leaving the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Miranda picked up last year from the Orioles in exchange for Wade Miley. A little bit bigger lead for Maben at second. 2-2. Waves at it. 2 outs.
That changeup pitch before was a split. Never close to the strike zone. Good movement on that changeup to get a swing and miss against C.J. Crone.
There's Simmons. Takes inside. Angels did 0 for 3 last night. Did have a sac fly, picking up his 54th run batted in. 303 average, 356 on base percentage.
Hack at that 4-seam fastball. I mentioned that Anderson Simmons has struggled in his career against Morano. It is 1 for 7. But when you look at his numbers versus a 4-seam fastball, and that's exactly what Miranda throws, a .345 hitter this year. Anderson Simmons versus a 4-seamer plus .309 versus a split finger fastball and changeup. So you would think this would be a good matchup for Anderson Simmons today.
Slow roller toward third. The Angels are going to waste a leadoff double and a walk with nobody out. Leave 2 men on base way to the bottom of the first with no score. And take a look at Scott Service's lineup. Also, game number 119 at 59-59. Gene Segura leading things off at short. Yonder Alonso at first. Robinson Cano at second. Nelson Cruz at DH. Kyle Seager's the third baseman. Rod Dyson at center. Guillermo Heredia gets a start in left field. Leonis Martin in right, and then it's Carlos Ruiz batting ninth doing the catching as they take on Parker Bridwell. This will be his 12th appearance. 11th start with the Angels this season. 6-1 with an even 3 ERA. First one's in for a strike.
He's been very impressive on the road. 3-0 with a 1.80 for Bridwell.
One ball, one strike on Segura. 3 hits last night, going 3 for 5. 319 on the year. 7 home runs, 34 runs batted in. 373 on base percentage for the leadoff man. Flip it out to shallow center. Simmons with a diving catch. He's done it again. Unbelievable for the first out.
Boy, Bridwell loving that defensive play. When you work quickly, you're going to get plays like this made behind. We even talked about that in the pregame show today. On your toes. It's our top tier play brought to you by Arco. Looked like it was destined for another hit for Segura, but Andrelton Simmons showing the athletic skills once again. Full extension on the dive. What a play by Simmons again in this series and throughout this entire season.
Yonder Alonso takes outside for ball one. 2 balls, no strikes on the Mariner first baseman, hitting .260. Alonso last night getting a couple of singles, going 2 for 5.
He will be swinging here 3-0. Be careful where you locate this pitch. Good spot.
This is the second time that Bridwell's faced Seattle. Faced him back on June the 30th. Got knocked around, 5 runs on 11 hits in 6 innings. Took the loss in that one. Full count.
Said he wasn't aggressive enough. His mechanics were off in that game.
Good start the last time out. 1 run against Baltimore. His former club, 6 hits, 7 innings of work, throwing 85 pitches. 3-2, and he walks him. So with 1 out, 1 on, Cano coming up. Take a look at the Angels on the defensive side of things. Maben at left, Trout at center, Calhoun at right. Marte and Simmons on the left side, Pennington and Cron on the right with Maldonado behind the plate.
Going back to that defense, what an outstanding job last night on a perfect relay with Robinson Cano at the dish, doubles. Alonso at first trying to score all the way around, but a perfect throw into Andrelton Simmons, who fires a rocket to the plate to Martin Maldonado. Textbook as far as setting up a relay and getting the job done. 2-time Gold Glove winner in the National League with the Braves, in position to pick up his first Gold Glove in the American League.
Robinson Cano hitting .273. It's way outside. 1 hit last night for Cano, a double. Also walked and scored. That's ripped, but foul. So the white jerseys, Edgar Martinez weekend. They gave away the Edgar Martinez jersey this afternoon here at Safeco. Another good crowd. Edgar's kids throughout the ceremonial first pitch. Retired his number last night.
Just a great weekend here. Safeco Field honoring one of the all-time great hitters, Edgar Martinez.
One out, 1 on. Popped him up. Cron's not going to be able to get there. It's 1-2. Really good pitch in on the hands.
Got that ability to throw that cut fastball in off the plate against lefties. So far, a little quick on his delivery on the arm side fastball today for Bidwell against those left-handed batters.
Halos had an opportunity at the top of the first, a double and a walk, but not cash it in. Breaking ball out toward right center field. Could be trouble if Cole doesn't get there. He'll dive, can't get there. It'll go to the wall. Alonso had to hold up. He'll be stopped at third. Nice effort by Calhoun. But Cano picks up his 25th double of the season, and Seattle with runners at second and third and one out.
Almost got to that baseball, Cole Calhoun. Towards the end of the bat, changeup was up. And a good route for Cole. Almost got to that baseball. Just under the glove on the dive. Backed up well by Trout to get that in there as quick as possible to keep anybody from scoring on that ball.
Infield back with Cruz at the plate. 28 home runs, 93 runs batted in. First pitch in there.
Got to be real careful, especially with a run producer like Nelson Cruz. You're going to have a tendency to expand your strike zone trying to drive in a run. You got to use that against them if you're Bridwell. Pitch out of the strike zone.
Just like that.
I mean, he's looking to drive in a run. He swings that fastball. That ball wasn't even close to the plate. Committed to trying to get the run home. The ball's almost hit the plate. Bridwell's been very good as far as once he gets 2 strikes on a batter. Got a shot right here to get a big out. 113 batting average. 2 strikes since the All-Star break.
Alonso at third, Cano at second. 1 out. Here's the 1-2. Almost got him to chase it.
Still take a shot at another one of those sliders.
Parker's ready. 2-2. This one's out towards center. Not very deep. Alonso, the base runner at third. Trout underneath it makes the catch. Alonso's coming home. Here comes the throw from Trout on the first base side, and safe is the call. 1-0 Seattle. They're saying that he left early at third. They're going to appeal at third base. And it's 1-0.
Trout got behind this baseball very well, and the throw just a little bit up that first base side of the plate. Just able to get his hand in there.
Sac fly for Cruz, picks up his 94th run batted in.
And able to get to that baseball anyhow, but a pretty good throw. Able to control it. Alonso still would have gotten his hand in there anyhow.
Cano at third, 2 outs. Kyle Seager hitting .258. Two-hit game last night with a single, a home run, 2 runs batted in.
Two pretty good pitches in this sequence. Both could have been called strikes. Good changeup and a fastball count for Bridwell.
Out towards center. Playable for Trout. Bridwell limits the damage to just a run, but Seattle takes the 1-0 lead as we hit to the second.
What a great play by Anderson Simmons to start off the inning. Could have been a little bit worse, but that defensive play again by Simba.
.175 batting average, hit his 4th home run just the other night. It's James Paxton. Speed pitch, 1-1.
He's going to see a steady diet of splits and changeups, I would imagine, during this game if you're Marte against Miranda.
Miranda, it seemed like the approach, especially considering the domination that he's had against the Angels through his first 5 starts, is that you've got to think up the middle until all of a sudden he starts to pitch you constantly inside. He's just showing you that inside fastball to go off speed splitter.
So that's the pitch you adjust till you can drive. I mean, that's the baseball he's given up a lot of home runs against. He's given up 20 home runs versus his fastball this season. 9 versus his secondary pitches. Quite a bit. He'll either go that 4-seam fastball upstairs or a changeup. 3-2 count against a right-handed batter, especially one with power.
2 fouled back. Calhoun on deck. Another payoff. And he draws the walk. Second free pass issued by the lefty.
It's a good take there by Marte. Change up nowhere near the strike zone, but sometimes you get aggressive and chase it. My Hyundai key to this game for the Eagles to be successful today. Go a little Vanity Fair, hitching a ride. Ride that big fly against Miranda today. Be very important. Doesn't give up a lot of hits, but he will give up the home run ball. So when a mistake's made, ride it out of the ballpark.
Cole last night 1 for 3 with a single and a walk as they check in on Marte. One and out.
Look at that home run ball that Miranda has been giving up of late. Cole's had some pretty good swings against him also. First 13 starts, just 11 home runs allowed. But over his last 10, 18 of them, an ERA just under 6 for Miranda. Those elevated fastball, mistake fastballs, even changeups up, have hurt him.
Cole ahead of the count at 2 balls, no strikes. Shoot this one out the left field, chasing Heredia back, and he'll reach back, make the catch for the first out. Got a good jump on it. Marte hustles back to first.
Yeah, we showed that play earlier today, what he did against Anderson Simmons back in May. That is not an easy play. You can't be anticipating Cole to drive the ball that far the other way, but he did so, getting a good angle on that, reaching up and making another really good play in front of the wall in left for Heredia. Remember, he made a great play against the Angels in center field earlier this season also. So 3 outstanding plays defensively for Heredia against the Angels this year.
Waiting, I guess they were checking downstairs. Mariners were to see if Marte touched the base and retouched it to go back to first. Maldonado takes upstairs. Our team with a couple of doubles last night, 2 for 4, 15 doubles on the season now. Back in the starting lineup yet again. 2 balls, no strikes.
Day game after a night game.
Here comes Robinson Cano to offer some words of encouragement, I'd assume.
He's thrown a lot of pitches out of the strike zone so far. 32 pitches. 17 of them out of the strike zone for Miranda. See why those numbers since those last 10 starts.
That's ripped, but foul.
Whatever Robinson Cano told him, probably shouldn't go that route anymore. Challenging with a high fastball.
Two-one count. Marte with a leadoff walk to start the second. Angels down 1-0. It's a for strike, 2-2. Halo started off the game with a double by May, but a walk to Trout. But they were stranded at second and first, respectively. swinging. 2 down. Second strikeout for Miranda.
Got away with the high changeup. Speed of the pitch, got the swing and miss. Upstairs, got away with that pitch. That's a mistake on an off-speed pitch in that part of the strike zone.
Cliff Pennington to start at second base today. Batting in the number 9 spot, hitting .243.
A lot of room on that right side of the infield to punch a ground ball through that hole, especially on a changeup, splitter away.
Trying to bunt his way on. Nice bunt. Miranda taking time, and Pennington with an infield base hit. Seager playing back. Gotta take the shot.
Good decision. Now you bring up Cameron Maybin, who doubled in his first at bat. Good bunt. Miranda played that very, very well and got rid of that baseball quickly. Quickly off the mound, turns around and fires a strike over to first, but Pennington is able to beat it out. Good bunt. Maybin jumped on a first pitch fastball, his first at bat, doubled to right center field. Be surprised he got anything but a changeup here.
Two on, 2 outs, just like in the first, down 1-0. Good rip at that pitch.
Another one of those high off-speed pitches.
What a one.
Already 38 pitches thrown from Miranda here. It's the second inning.
Two and one.
Especially that bullpen for Seattle has been used quite a bit of late and have been struggling, especially in this series.
Big lead at second base for Marte. Pennington, the trail runner at first. Time called.
Very good arms in the outfield here for Seattle. Important to get a good secondary lead if you're Marte. Score on a single.
Two on. Nice block by Ruiz. 3-1 count with Trout on deck.
Yeah, maybe it's got to be sitting fastball here, don't you think? 3-1 count with Trout waiting.
I mean, for me, it's one pitch in one zone, and if it's not there, you take it.
You're going to get the exact same pitch 3-2.
Yeah. At that point, you'll get the base runners on the move as well. 3-1. Foul it back. Full count. Marte from second, Pennington from first. Both will take off in the next pitch with 2 outs. Runners go. 3-2, and that's out to right. Notice Martin underneath it, and the Angels waste another opportunity. We'll head to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Seattle.
you by the new 2017 Kia Sorento. Parker Bridwell. Angels are 9-1 in his start so far. Won a 3-pitch in the last 15 years. Had the team start out 9-1 his first 10 starts. Dontrell Willis, Kyle Hendricks, the other two.
Dyson fouling off. The 1-0 pitch is a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Dyson at 255 on the year. Last night a couple of hits, going 2 for 4. Out towards center, Trout's there. Or towards left center field. 1 out. Guillermo Heredia now at the plate. Left fielder comes in batting 279. Ready got the start in the opening game of the series. On board 3 times in that game with 2 doubles and a walk.
Sharp cut fastball there from Bridwell.
Out toward right. Cole's got to go back on it. 2 down.
Well, it was interesting listening to Cole Calhoun and Mike Trout talk to each other today on the bus on the way over here to the game, talking about how the baseball is carried very well to the alleys here. Cole going back and tracking that one down. Trout had to do that a couple times last night also.
A little cooler today than it had been the previous 3 days here. The first time we've had rain here in almost 60 days. Sprinkle last night. 55 days. Not that they're counting or anything. Little pop-up foul. No balls, 2 strikes.
See all the rain and everything they got during the winter time.
Roof was closed earlier today. It's open now. Some dark clouds above. Chance of scattered showers, but no need to fret with the roof. 0-2. Downstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leonis Martina, 173 batting average with a 214 on base percentage. Limited action at the major league level this year. Ground ball over to first. Crone's there. Bridwell covering. And a 1-2-3 inning for Parker. We'll head to the 3rd inning. The Angels have Trout to lead things off, down 1-0. Celebrate a special occasion, your own private suite at the Big A. Suite rentals offer all-inclusive food and beverage packages. Just go to angels.com for details. As Mike Trout leads things off here in the third. Angels down 1-0. And we followed by Pujols and C.J. Cron as Ariel Miranda has thrown a few pitches through the first 2 innings. The Angels have had some opportunities. Matter of fact, they've stranded 4 through the first 2 innings. Miranda with 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 hits allowed. Trout has one of those walks.
Trout coming in the game at .469 on base percentage, goes up a bit with that walk in the first. And batting average, had a fantastic start to the season, even better since coming back from his injury.
Trout doesn't yet qualify for the league leaders because of his time spent on the disabled list, but if he did, he'd be second in batting average and would lead on base percentage by almost 50 points over Jose Altuve. Call strike 3. At the part of the strike zone and the corner. 1 out.
Went off speed that entire at bat against Trout. The slider gets that upper part of the strike zone on the corner. All 4 pitches, all speed, sliders and splits.
Albert takes a strike, and Miranda's command has not been very sharp today. He's missed. He's made some bad pitches. The Angels just haven't been able to make good contact on those pitches that he's missed on.
When you make mistakes off speed upstairs, generally you don't get that baseball back.
Yeah.
Fan in the stands over that outfield walls will generally get that baseball. So far he's been fortunate.
Albert fouled out in his first inning at bat. 0 for 15 in his career against Miranda.
Change up again upstairs. Albert has homered off of 393 different pitchers. Just one away from Sammy Sosa on the all-time home run list.
Yeah, if you start trying to pull that off-speed stuff, you're going to be in for a long afternoon.
Now it's time for Tools of the Trade, brought to you by Ram Trucks, talking about some mistakes to get away with some off-speed pitches in strike zones so far for Miranda. Got away with that slider upstairs against Cameron Maben. Change-up upstairs against Martin Maldonado. Change-up in the heart of the plate against C.J. Cron. Then that high change-up to get a swing and miss. You see the frustration in Martin Maldonado. He's gotten away with some mistakes with his off-speed pitches so far, but that at bat against Albert, he located those ones much better. He almost looks like he feels better right now, more confident. He's a little quicker rhythm on the mound now, Miranda.
I think that's a product of striking out Trout looking.
Yep.
On a bad pitch, but it got him looking. Started feeling pretty good.
As Cron lines to a deep left field. We're tied at 1. Game of Crones does it again.
That baseball was out so quickly. That pitch was down. Not many pitches in the lower part of the strike zone for Miranda. We showed all those mistakes up and got away with it. Well, this mistake for him down in the strike zone and a line drive out of the ballpark. Off the Coors Light sign. Second deck here at Safeco. That's a slider. He knew it, Miranda. And that ball was crushed.
Ninth of the year, 32nd run batted in. Simmons takes the off-speed pitch outside. They want to appeal. He did not go.
25th home run he has allowed to a right-handed batter this season. 30 overall. Cron crushing the baseball again. Seven home runs, 18 RBI, and this is the last 21 games for C.J. Cron.
Simmons grounded out. 10 the first. Head of the count here, 2-1.
Sporting his Phoenix Suns jersey on the way to the ballpark today. That's a three-point shot. When you look at on-base percentage, last 21 games for Simmons, 438.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1-1 game here in the third. Full count.
Quite a few sliders and splitters. But in the game, this average is a little over 5% of his pitches were sliders. He's thrown quite a few. A splitter, over 25%.
And he walked him. Third walk issued by the lefty. Marte coming up. Jeffrey has one of those walks. We're talking about the swagger and the feeling pretty good about his pitches. That one swing by CJ will certainly knock you back on your heels a little bit.
Definitely.
A little jar you.
No more center of the plate. See if I can get a hitter to swing at a pitch that's not a strike.
It's bound to happen, though. I mean, when you're constantly missing spots, like Miranda has, and a team that's been swinging the bats pretty well of late.
Yeah, and staying back, and hitters are confident right now. When you're not confident with a mistake pitch, you'll get yourself out. That's not the case with the Angels right now. And a lot of pitches out of the zone. It looked like he was in position to have a quick inning. Now all of a sudden, quite a few pitches again. Already 19 in this inning.
Back.
That was a good hack. Sitting on a fastball, got a fastball. Got it straight back. Now, if you're Marte, you got to stay back. Probably get an off-speed pitch. If it's on the outer part of the plate, try to drive it the other way. If it's another one of those mistakes, off-speed, you still can turn on it.
One. Taylor lifts it foul. 1-2. Simmons with a 2-out walk stands at first. DJ Crone tying it up at 1 here in the third inning. Miranda about to throw his 64th pitch. 1-2. And he gets Marte swinging. So Miranda strikes out the side, but sandwich in there was a huge blast by CJ Crone. 9th of the year. They'll tie things up.
Yeah, what a perfect swing on a pitch in lower part of the strike zone by CJ Crone. His 9th home run, 32nd RBI of the season. Ties it up at 1.
NorCal Chevy dealers, find new roads. 1-1 game here at the bottom of the third. Carlos Ruiz swinging first pitch. Grounds it over to Jeffrey Marte. Throw pulls Crone off the back. He'll apply the tag. 1 out.
Love those quick outs. Simmons made an unbelievable play against Segura in his first bat, first inning.
A soft liner out to shallow center field where Andrelton Simmons just made another spectacular play. Just adding it to the resume. Segura tardy on that fastball, 1-2.
Good late cut action on the fastball from Bridwell.
Out to plate. Yonder Alonso on deck. Breaking ball chopped towards short. Simmons goes out Segura.
See, and that's how smart Andrelton Simmons is. He knew he had a chance to get a little bit more behind that baseball because Segura was jammed on it. A lot of times you'll try to come in there. You have to go either with a quick transfer or the glove side, but he got in on the baseball well, a lot on the throw because he knew Segura couldn't get out of the batter's box real well.
But Segura just got back to the dugout. He slowed up before getting to the base. I don't know if he was just upset about the swing,
or if he was jammed on the hand,
or something bothered him, but he just got back to the dugout before that pitch.
That's how smart Andrelton Simmons is. He knows he has some time. Otherwise, if he's going out of the batter's box quickly, he has to come quicker in.
Ground ball. C.J. Cron will take it. How about a shutdown inning? 1-2-3 frame for Parker Bridwell. We head to the 4th inning. It's a 1-1 game. Charles Lewis, Steven Jackson, Mike Bibby, Al Harrington keep the action going in a 3-on-3 battle for the championship. The Big Three is changing the game tomorrow at 5 Pacific on FS1. One tie here in the top of the 4th inning. Mount Rainier in the distance. Let's go do our open from there.
Yes.
Helicopter up.
Yeah.
You ever been in a helicopter?
No.
Would you?
Yes. I'm sorry.
You
I should remember that. It was my honeymoon in Hawaii. So I should remember that. I should.
Would you go back up? I know you're not a big fan of heights.
I would.
Hawaii's a pretty good place to take a helicopter, right, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Cole 0 for 1, hit a deep fly ball to left. Nice play by Heredia in left field.
And luckily my wife's not in LA right now. She's in Kansas, so she didn't hear me say I forgot that.
Yeah, but it's all recorded. It'll be on MLB.tv later tonight.
Perfect.
2-1 pitch.
Cole had a great swing his first at bat. Heredia made an outstanding play against him, staying back, lining it all the way to the wall in left field. Heredia runs it down just as he got to the wall. Everything's been pretty much away against Cole again at this at bat from Miranda.
2-2. Full count.
Looking to punch the ball that way, well off the plate though. So the approach and idea was right. It's expanded a little bit too far off the strike zone for Cole. A lot of room on that left side of the infield.
There's a walk. Leadoff variety. Fourth issued by Miranda. Bring up Maldonado.
It's 71 pitches already for Miranda here into the fourth inning.
Martin struck out his first time up, pops this one up, first base side. Alonso down the line. One out.
Got away with a couple elevated pitches against Maldonado so far. Punched him out on a high changeup first at bat. That pitch upstairs.
Ripped by Pennington, fouls it back. Cliff, a bunt base hit in the second. Just 1 for 1. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP.
Another pop-up fly ball for Miranda. Doesn't get many ground ball outs. Fly ball percentage very high for him.
May have been a double in the first inning, a fly ball to right in the second. Chopper to second. So leadoff walk and nothing more for the Angels here in the fourth. We'll head to the bottom of the inning. Still a 1-1 game.
The 2017 Subaru Impreza. Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 28 miles per gallon. More than a car, it's a Subaru.
Tied at 1 here in the Emerald City as we begin the bottom of the fourth inning. Parker Bridwell has retired the side in order of the last 2 innings. Gave up a run in the first, but so far, or from that point forward, he's been very, very good. He's going to get Cano, Cruz, and Seager for Seattle here in the fourth inning. Robinson with a double to right center field on a ball that Cole Calhoun almost got to. That was in the first inning. 25th of the year for Robinson. Eventually stranded at third base. One ball would strike.
Backdoor slider. Good location for Bridwell.
Double by Cano in that first inning. The only hit Parker's allowed so far. Two. They shoot this one the other way, and it's a base hit. Maben looked like he was undecided as to what he actually wanted to do. Cano with both hits today for Seattle.
Yeah, one the right center field, that one the left field. Went with that pitch, a pretty good pitch from Bridwell. Stayed back, that smooth swing that Cano has, looking to drive the ball that way. Ball's in front of Cameron Maven for a hit.
Nelson Cruz, a sac fly in the first. Picked up his 94th run batted in. And we're looking to strike here to open up this plate appearance. Ball with a strike. One.
That fastball by him at 94. Paints that outside corner. Well, towards the outside, it ran back. But still enough on that late life.
Just above the strike zone, full count.
Cano with just one stolen base on a 3-2 count. Don't think he's going to be going. He's leaning though.
Seager's on deck. Leadoff single for Cano. They'll check in on him.
Cruz with 96 strikeouts this season. A chance, if he is going, to strike him out, throw him out.
Cano doesn't go, and this one's fouled back off of Maldonado. Reset and do it again. Tied at 1 here in the fourth. 3 hits for the Angels, 2 for Seattle. Got him swinging. Chased out of the zone, as you've been talking about it all weekend. But you can get Cruz to expand his own strike zone.
Yeah, especially the numbers he's put up of late. He's driving in runs and hitting the ball out of the ballpark. You have a tendency as a hitter like this, Nelson Cruz, he's going to expand the strike zone and chase that fastball well off the corner. First swing and miss.
Seager, a fly ball to center field in the first. .58 pitches thrown by Parker. 35 for strikes. 1 punch out. 1-1, 2 hits. benefit of the doubt there.
That's a high changeup from Bridwell.
That's out toward right. Didn't get all of it. Cole has to come in. 2 outs.
One of those sounds off the bat, you think it's going to go a lot further. Same thing off the bat for Calhoun in right, then had to come in on the baseball to run that one down. Sounded like he squirted up well, but towards the end of the bat, and Cole able to run it down. Circles around and it comes in. Looked like he slipped just a bit, but still recovered. Another good play by Cole Calhoun in right.
Dyson popping it up. Jeffrey Marte gives way to Andrelton Simmons. Or more so, Simmons said get out of the way to Jeffrey Marte for the 3rd out. Trout's going to lead things off as we head to the 5th inning. It's a 1-1 game. Welcome back out to Safeco Field. Top of the 5th inning. We're tied at 1. Mike Trout to lead things off against Ariel Miranda. He'll be followed by Pujols and then C.J. Cron. Trout with a walk in the 1st. Struck out looking into 3rd.
Ready for a first pitch fastball. Got it. Hard of the plate. Fouled that one straight back.
.76 pitches for Miranda. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball in off the plate for a ball, followed by a changeup. Probably goes splitter. That's real close to the strike zone. Trout wants him to check to make sure he didn't go because he felt he didn't go.
2-2. Full count.
It's the 5th full count in this game for Miranda. We're now in the 5th inning.
He's walked 4, struck out 5. 3-2 pitch. And he's walked 5.
It's twice now he's walked Trout on a full count off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Maybe it's a second consecutive inning in which he's walked the leadoff man. The Angels have had the leadoff man on board for the 5 innings. None of those leadoff men have gotten past second.
He's had problems with the leadoff batter each inning this season, Miranda. It's .384 on-base percentage for leadoff hitters against him this season.
Season high in the walks. Previous high was 4, and that was back on May the 30th at Colorado.
That leadoff walk last inning, but then had a quick 1-2-3 after that walk.
Yep.
Aggressive swings against him.
Pardon me, he had a 5-walk game against Toronto June the 10th, so that is a career high for him. He's matched that career high today. Albert has popped out and struck out.
Yeah, Trout trying to get a read against Moran has been leaning back towards first. Trout's got 13 stolen basemen caught twice.
That's line to left field, and that will fall in there and get by Heredia. Not all the way to the wall, however, so Albert will stop at first.
Yeah, he's pretty fortunate that baseball hit his body, did not go by him. Otherwise, Trout is going to score. Albert stayed back on that pitch. That's one of those mistake pitches upstairs, and Albert lined that one into left field. Caught in between, diving for that baseball, especially it's going to be in front, but luckily for him that it hit his body. He's aggressive in the outfield. Gets by him enough where Mike Trout's able to go first to third, but Albert another good swing. Stoudemire Jr. has been wearing out that path out the mound during this series. Remember, last at bat for C.J. Cron, he got a pitch a lower part of the strike zone here, and he was ready for it. And he crushed that ball to left center field for a home run, 9th of the season. That's got to be a quick conversation to get Miranda back to try to go soft down and away against Cron. See if C.J. can make that adjustment, look to drive it the other way if he tries that approach.
Nobody out. Runners at first and third.
18 RBI last 21 games for C.J. Cron, and it's almost an automatic that first pitch against him is up and in.
Especially with a man at third base.
Yep.
Watch out. Action beginning now in the Mariners bullpen. James Pazos, the lefty, ready. Two-0.
Back upstairs with a fastball. Cron much more effective on the lower part of the strike zone, including his home run in the third.
Popped up behind the plate. Ruiz will watch this one go to the seats. Two balls, two strikes.
All fastballs, all four-seam fastballs. Got him to chase a pitch in the dirt. His first at bat.
Cron goes down swinging, one away.
Off-speed pitch was upstairs, but the change of speeds gets a swing and miss against C.J. Cron. Got away with one of those upstairs changeups again, similar to what he got Martin Maldonado to swing and miss his first at bat.
One out. Trout still at third. Pujols at first base. Here's Simmons. Ground down and a walk for Andleton. He's out in front of that off-speed pitch. No balls and a strike.
Coming into the game, and Simmons 345 batting average with runners in scoring position. Grounded out back in the first and second.
Nice block.
Still very good behind the plate. It's been behind the plate, a solid defender for a long, long time. Carlos Ruiz. Absolute perfect technique as far as keeping that off-speed pitch in front of him.
One. Simmons out towards center field. Chases Dyson back. It'll be deep enough to score Trout. Albert back to first. Will stop right there. Sac fly for Andleton Simmons. The Angels have a 2-1 lead.
Got a pitch upstairs and did his job once again with a runner in scoring position. Sac fly, back-to-back games for Simba with a sac fly, scoring Mike Trout with the go-ahead run. Simmons doing the job once again. Trout scoring another run.
55th run batted in for Andleton. Here's Marte, who's walked and struck out. Looks at ball one. Away.
Yeah, as good as Ruiz is behind play, there's no way you're blocking that one.
Wild pitch puts Pujols into scoring position.
Ruiz has caught 4 no-hitters in his career. He knows a little bit about catching, but not on that pitch. That's hit the grass and hits Marte. I'm surprised that's not a hit by pitch, by the way. It hit Marte's leg, it looked like.
Did it? I couldn't tell.
Or unless that got
Ruiz. It redirected.
Yes. Or the umpire, or everyone. All the above. Quick look in the dugout. I think Marte will have the green light here, but he's got to look for a pitch that he could square up and not expand.
And it's ball 4, so new career high in walks for Miranda. That's his 6th.
Looks like they're going to the bullpen again.
Miranda unable to get through 5. He ends up going forward 2/3. Scott Service making the call here. James Pazos coming on in relief. We've got ourselves a pitching change. Miranda ended up throwing 96 pitches. Halos with a couple of men on. 2 outs here in the 5th. They've got themselves a 2-1 lead here at Safeco Field in the final game of this 4-game set. Angels baseball on Fox Sports West is being brought to you by Hyundai. There's no better time to buy a new Hyundai than now. See your local Hyundai dealer or visit buyhyundai.com. Halos up 2-1 here in the 5th inning. Pitching change by Scott Service in the Seattle Mariners brings in James Pazos, trying to extend their lead. Ariel Miranda, 6 strikeouts, career high 6 walks, 4 hits, 4 2/3 innings through 96 pitches, and he's responsible. The 2 men on base, Pujols standing at second, Marte at first. Pazos on the year, 3-4 with a 3.74 ERA. His 46th game, 50 strikeouts and 43+ innings. He's going to face Cole Calhoun.
He's got a firm fastball, 93 to 96, slider. A curveball on occasion. Mainly fastball, slider, firm with both pitches.
Cole 0 for 2 in his career against Pazos. Cano, now that the sun has come out, finds himself out in shallow right field. He's just looking up, see where that sun was at. If it affects him on a fly ball. First one on the way. And down and in. Two balls, no strikes.
Just watching Albert just trying to get that lead, to get a little good secondary lead. Some real good arms in the outfield here for Seattle. Albert with a rocket single to get Trout to third base.
Two balls, no strikes. Cole pulling the trigger, fouls it off, 2-1. Pazos pitched Friday night against the Angels, went an inning and 2/3. Allowed an unearned run on 1 hit, 1 walk. Breaking ball misses, 3-1. Maldonado on deck. Getting started with a walk to Trout. Pujols with a base hit. The runners at first and third. And Simmons, after a strikeout of Crone, had a sac fly to give the Angels a 2-1 lead. And there's a walk, and they're loaded up for Martin.
Boy, lots of walks today, 7 of them. Have to take advantage of that and add on here.
Cole's got 2 of them, as does Marte and Trout.
And that's been an issue with the bullpen for Seattle in this series so far.
Maldonado 0 for 2 in his career against the lefty. First pitch. Pitch up and out of the strike zone. No balls and a strike. Oh, 2. Pujols standing at third base. Marte at second. Calhoun at first. Angels have stranded 6 base runners through the first 4 innings. Have them loaded here in the 5th. 0-2.
Mentioned the walks so far for Seattle's relievers in this series. 10 walks by the relief corps for the Mariners in this series against the Angels.
Happened last night in the 8th inning. Lead-off walk. Pazos ready. Here comes the 1-2. Maldonado fouls it off.
3 of the 4 pitches in this at bat have been the upper part of the strike zone against Maldonado. Those fastballs upstairs are the ones you can flare into the outfield as you try to make contact.
Pazos set at the belt. Another 1-2. Maldonado has a good fastball back.
Again, another high fastball.
Good little battle here between Martin and James Pazos. Six pitches so far. Count remains at 1-2. Back up the middle. Segura's not going to get there. Pujols will score. Marte being waved home. On to third is Calhoun, and the Angels have a 4-1 lead.
That's a great at bat. Fouling off some tough pitches. Finally got something in the lower part and grounds that base hit right back up the middle. Boy, we talked about that a lot of late, how just using the entire field, going with the pitches. Fastball away, didn't try to pull it. Right back up the middle. 2 RBI single for Maldonado, pointing into that dugout. Talked about someone new every single game. Maldonado with a big 2-out, 2 RBI single.
Here's Pennington. He'll swing and lift one out to right center field. Dyson's there. And the inning comes to an end, but the Angels strike for 3 runs here in the 5th, have a 4-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the frame. Fly to the nation's capital after the game today. Have an off day tomorrow to play the Nationals on Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday being an afternoon game, then another off day before kicking off a 3-game set at Camden Yards against the Orioles on Friday night. The Nationals got some good news today. Is that injury that we saw last night, Bryce Harper slipping on the first base bag. We thought it was going to be a horrific injury, and obviously he's hurt and he's on the DL, but just a bone bruise, which is amazing to me that's all it is.
Yeah, that's great news for not only for the Nationals, but baseball fans in general.
Parker Bridwell back to work here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's the bottom third of the order. Heredia, Martin, and Ruiz. Parker, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 2 hits allowed, both to Robinson Cano.
Fastball just a little bit below the strike zone. Good movement at 93 from Bridwell.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Ready with a fly ball to right field in his first plate appearance.
Fouls this one back. Painted that corner. Already he's barely got a piece of it.
.67 pitches thrown by Bridwell. 42 have been strikes. Fouled off.
Had a pretty consistent cut fastball working today.
Full count. Leadoff single through the left side, so Heredia is on board. One stolen base has been caught 4 times. Leonis Martin coming up.
Always be on the lookout for a bunt attempt from Martin.
Pushes one toward third. Marte to the bare hand, off balance throw, and they got him. Nice play by Jeffrey Marte. Not an easy play at all. 1 down as Heredia ends up at second.
Got enough on that throw to get him out. That's a real good bunt too. Marte, knowing that's a possibility. Came in on that one very well, all in one motion with the bare hand, off balance throw, a lot on it to get him at first. See there by a stride.
They're calling that a sacrifice? And again, people wonder why numbers are what they are nowadays. So he doesn't even get charged with a plate appearance.
Yeah, you can almost understand if it's a tie game, maybe. But when you're down by 3, you're certainly not giving up and out.
It's awful. Here's Ruiz. Didn't want to swing it down, but Marte has it. 2 down. Heredia stays at second. Now they're not giving him a sacrifice.
That's the right call. Good decision by the scorekeeper here.
Segura fouls it off. 0 for 2, a little soft liner that Simmons made a nice play on in the first inning. And a ground out to Simmons. That was in the third. Punched out to right field. Cole is there. And Heredia stranded in scoring position. 5 in the books in Seattle. Halos up 4-1. Are in town. Fans in attendance that night will receive a stylish snapback hat courtesy of Waba Grill while supplies last. For more info, go to angels.com. As we begin the 6th inning, it's 4-1 Halos. New pitcher for Seattle taking over for James Pazos. Mr. Bregman comes back in. Right-hander. Face the top of the order with Maben, Trout, and Pujols coming up. Bergman, 11th game at the major league level. 4-4 mark at a 5.32 ERA. 30 strikeouts, 14 walks, 11 home runs allowed in 47 plus innings.
By the way, very impressive for Bridwell to put up a 0 after his offense gave him a 3-run lead in the top of the 5th. Gave up a leadoff single, but a couple ground outs. Nice plays by Marte at third. And finally, a nice play by Cole Calhoun to finish off the inning.
Maben 1 for 3, doubled in the first, a fly ball to right in the second, grounded out in the fourth. Double for Cameron, 17th of the year, his first since coming off the disabled list. First double since July the 9th. Speed pitch in there, 1-2. Breaking pitch over to third. Seager's got it. 1 down.
No bobble there by Alonso, but that was on the transfer. So she'll look it in this to make sure that was. He said, continue play. Trout with 6 walks himself in this series.
Oh, for 1 with 2 walks today. 0-2. Trout didn't face Bergman last night. He pitched the 9th. A lot of off-speed stuff.
Trout has really crushed off-speed pitches. Trying to go upstairs now.
Right down the middle. 2 down. Albert 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Chopper to short. Segura's got it. Halos down in order here in the 6th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the frame. It's 4-1 Angels. The Astros are in town that weekend. Fans in attendance will receive a Nolan Ryan bobblehead courtesy of the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf while supplies last. For more information, go to angels.com as we begin the bottom of the 6th inning. Sun is out. The roof is open. It's 4-1 Angels looking for a series sweep. Parker Bridwell still has plenty of work to do. He's going to face 2, 3, and 4 here in the 6th inning. 1 strikeout, 1 walk. 3 hits allowed for Bridwell.
The very potent part of this lineup for Seattle.
A ball would strike. Alonso walked and scored in the 1st inning, grounded out in the 3rd.
Good cut fastball there from Bridwell.
One, 2. A good pitch down and in.
Hard cutter, back-to-back pitches, same plane.
Two balls, two strikes. Line out towards center, and it's a leadoff single. They sneak too many fastballs by Yonder Alonso, especially over the heart of the plate.
Yeah, he had a couple really good cut fastballs in one swing and one foul. Talked about him earlier and showed a difference between last year and this year as far as lifting the baseball. Different angle as far as trying to drive the ball in the air. Lines that one into center field for a hit.
Cano has 2 of the 4 hits for Seattle today, a double and a single. Double to right center, the single to left. Cano out to right. Here comes Cole. 1 down.
Brewell has been very good as far as getting ahead of counts throughout this entire game. Working all his pitches, whether it's his fastball, his cut fastball, his changeup, or slider, he's been able to throw for strikes. Faced 21 batters, 15 times he has thrown a first pitch strike. Very important for Brewell and all pitchers, especially Parker, and his ability to get ahead of the count.
Nelson Cruz, a sac fly at the first. Strikeout in the 4th. The only punch out that Bridwell's picked up so far today. Popped up first base side. Crone giving it a look. It's going to run out of room, it looks like. 1 out. Or pardon me, 0-1 with 1 out.
Good recovery. Another first pitch strike, too, for Bridwell. 16 first pitch strikes at 22 batters faced. If you go look at percentage-wise, 73%. Excellent for the youngster. The reason why it's so important, and you have options. If you get ahead 0-1, you go pitch right there off the plate, and you can run a fastball in, you can throw a breaking ball, fall behind, you're putting yourself in position. You have to throw a strike, that 1-0 pitch. Real good breaking ball there. League average as far as first pitch strike percentage, around 60%, so well ahead of that today for Bridwell. Blake Parker warming up now in the bullpen for the Angels. Cruz has rolled into 10 double plays.
Two balls, two strikes. Swing and a miss. Down goes Cruz. 2 outs.
Second time he has struck out Nelson Cruz today. It's a little two-seam fastball that had sink in action, expanding the strike zone. a number of times, Cruz, against Bridwell today. He's not seen that fastball well, especially lower part of the strikes. Remember that one he chased in front of the plate earlier.
Kyle Seager 0 for 2 with a couple of fly ball outs. Takes this one out to left center. Maybe to Trout. Trout calls off Cameron. Third out is recorded. Leadoff single stranded at first. We're through 6 in Seattle. Angels up 4-1. Marches on as Miguel Cabrera and the Tigers take on the Texas Rangers. Coverage begins Tuesday at 4 Pacific on FS1. We start the 7th. Angels on top 4-1. Christian Bergman, who pitched the 6th inning and retired the sided order, back out for his 2nd inning of work. He'll face Crone, Simmons, and Marte.
He just runs that fastball in. It's not overpowering. It's got sink action, and he's not afraid to pitch inside. Got Trout looking on that fastball inner half. Hit 86.
1-2.
Going back to my Hyundai key for this game for the Angels to be successful. Hitching a ride, riding a baseball out of the ballpark. C.J. Crone certainly did so. Back in the 3rd, and then a 3-run 5th inning by the offense, putting together, taking advantage of a couple walks, scoring 3.
Back inside, this one into the dugout. CJ 1 for 3. The one, a home run, and tied the score up in the 3rd inning. 9th of the year, 32nd RBI. He has struck out the other 2 times. All 3 at bats against Miranda. Foul back. That was a mistake pitch. Two balls, 2 strikes. Major League Baseball scoreboard. Tampa Bay lost once again, 4-3 to Cleveland. Minnesota won. They beat Detroit 6-4. Houston won 2-1 over Texas. Baltimore's trailing at Oakland. It's 8-3, and Segura lays back on that. And that ball eats him up. That will be his 12th error of the season. Yeah, he just got flat-footed.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those plays you come in on. We saw Anderson Simmons coming in on a slow roller earlier today, under control. Stay back on it, and then you let that hop eat you up on that one. Come in on that baseball under control, you get that easily. Mistake. The Angels, during this stretch, in which they play good baseball, taking advantage of their opponent's mistakes.
Hamilton bouncing one towards second. Crone, it's tagged out. And that ball's right in front of him. That's one of those plays where you got to stop as a base runner. It's a double play.
And that's the only way they're going to be able to turn a double play is if Robinson Cano can apply that tag. It's ground ball in front. You got to just try to stop right there if you're Crone and get Cano to be able to flip that ball to second. Otherwise, there's going to be a double play ball. With Simmons running down the line, you're not going to be able to turn that.
There's Marte with the bases clear. Yeah, you force Cano either to tag you or to throw on to first base, and then you're at second base with one out. If he doesn't tag you, that's pulled foul. 0-2. Jeffrey, a couple of walks and a strikeout, 0 for 1.
More than likely after this at bat, you might see Caleb Coward taking over at third base.
That's out toward right, hit well. Our team tracking it though, and as he steps onto the track, hauls it in. It is stretch time here in Seattle. The Angels with a 4-1 lead. Looks like Parker Bridwell may be done.
Limited baseball break. Kansas City scoring 14 runs, beats the White Sox. Second straight win. And Corey Kluber and Cleveland pitching well again. They beat the Tampa Bay Rays 4-3. 11-3 mark on the season. Let's take a look at our showstopper around the majors and what a job he has done of late as far as driving the ball out of the ballpark. Carlos Stanton, home run to right field, his 42nd home run of the season, tying a club record. His 9th home run last 10 games, 21st home run in his last 33 games for Stanton. That's being on fire a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt. Caleb Coward takes over at third base for Jeffrey Marte. New pitcher on the mound for the Angels is Blake Parker. This will be his 57th game. 3-2 mark at 2.44 ERA. Gerard Dyson to lead things off.
Pretty good pitch.
Dyson's 0 for 2 with a fly ball to center and a pop up to Simmons. Heredia on deck. 1-1. Leonis Martin after that. 6, 7, and 8 for Seattle. That's the part of the order come up in the 7th. Parker Bridwell, 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk.
Boy, Parker Bridwell has pitched at least 6 innings, 8 of his last 9 starts.
And he's done so economically.
Yeah,
to the point where he can continue in a game, but Mike Scioscia decided to go to the bullpen here, try to get the final 9 outs out of the pen.
The most pitches Bridwell has thrown in the game has been 98. Has not touched that 100 mark this season.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Two from Parker. Dyson flips one and just beyond the reach of Coward. Leadoff single for Dyson. Right there, be with his speed at first base.
It's a 4th straight inning in which Seattle has had a leadoff single. Stayed back on that one while just punched it high enough to get it over Coward's head. Has to play in with that speed of Dyson.
Heredia 1 for 2. Base hit his last time up. Dyson on the move, throw down by Maldonado on the second base side, and not in time. According to the second base umpire, Jeff
Real
Kellogg.
close, real close. Mike Scioscia wants to take a look at that. That was an amazing throw by Maldonado. It was right on the base. See right here. That is real close. Just got that hand in though. 28th stolen base.
1-1 count on Heredia. 2-1, chopper to short. They've got Dyson out.
How good is Anderson Simmons? And his instincts. Sees Dyson drifting a little bit far enough away from the base, and Cliff Pennington getting to that bag, getting that lead runner. Excellent play once again by Anderson Simmons. Not real good as far as the base running. Dyson, that play's right in front of him. Easily get that out. Even was thinking about a double play still for Simba.
That's a bad job of base running by Dyson.
After you get yourself into scoring position.
It's kind of how it's gone for Seattle over the weekend. Man at first, that's Heredia. Martin, the batter, he's twice grounded out.
A lot of the strikes on that pitch. The Siegel hearing a little bit of that from the dugout where that pitch was. Is it going to be a pinch hitter for Ruiz?
Bouncer towards second. Martin bouncing this one to Pennington. Starts the double play, and the Angels are out of it. We'll head to the 8th inning with the Angels maintaining their 4-1 lead.
How impressive was that play before for Anderson Simmons to get Dyson, because it sets up a double play ball. 4-6-3 double play.
Weekend series here in Seattle as we head to the top of the 8th inning. Kent French back with you inside Safeco Field. And don't forget, following the game, it's Angels Live presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers with myself and Jose Mota. We'll look back on Parker Bridwell's performance. We're going to update you on the current wild card standings and also look ahead to the upcoming series with the Washington Nationals on Tuesday and Wednesday, which most likely will not include Bryce Harper because of the injury last night. And fellas, you knew I was going to try the grasshoppers before the end of this trip, right? Great source of protein.
I'm glad you're eating that.
Yeah,
protein.
it's a lot of zeal to go ahead and pop those things in your mouth. Zesty grasshoppers.
Oh yeah, he is Frenchie, the man of the people up here in Seattle.
Calhoun, Maldonado, Pennington for the Angels here in the 8th. Bergman on the mound. It's 3rd inning of relief, and this one's lifted out to left. Heredia moves over. 1 down.
By the way, happy birthday to our good friend, video editor, EVS operator, technical term, Edgar Lopez, celebrating a birthday today.
30th, apparently.
Yes. See,
Happy
it's
birthday,
amazing.
Edgar.
He
We
is-
did that just for you.
It's amazing. Thank you, Edgar.
Yeah.
And happy birthday. How do you do it, Edgar? Edgar, you're everywhere. Celebrating your birthday today.
Martin Maldonado 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI single that happened back in the fifth. Two balls, 2 strikes. Check swing, did not go. Full count.
It's a really good at bat that Maldonado had his last at bat in the 5th inning. Fought off some tough pitches, singled up the middle, driving in 2.
And that pitch in on the hands again.
And playing again today. Big game after a night game. Off day tomorrow for him and the team. I guess that's his day off.
Count remains 3-2. Esmero Petit getting ready for the Angels. He'll pitch the 8th inning. 9-1-2 due up for Seattle.
102nd game for Martin Maldonado this season.
Yeah, they got him. And also got the home plate umpire, Chris Siegel.
That is the 16th time that Maldonado has been hit this year. Runs his fastball in. Hits him, gets hit for the 16th time, and it's home plate umpire Chris Siegel also off the body of Maldonado.
So Pennington coming up with a man on. 1 out.
Maldonado, by the way, leads the league as far as hit by pitches. Last Angel to do so, David Eckstein back in 2002.
Maldonado's on the move. A little hit and run action out to the alley. It'll fall in there. Martin comes up with it. Maldonado heading toward third. He's in there.
That's an impressive throwing arm from Martin in the outfield. On the move, Maldonado is. Look, he just got his hand in. Good piece hit by Cliff Pennington. Pretty good jump on a hit and run. Charged well by Leonis Martin. A quick throw, but the hand in and that back part of the base for Maldonado. So just getting that hand in there, keeping that hand on the base. Seager tried to apply that tag quickly. Gets the hand in.
Martin trying to throw out Martin. Didn't work out. First and third, 1 out. Here's Cameron Maybin. 1 for 4. He doubled in the first.
Fredo Griffin giving an idea of what to do as far as that lead at first.
1 ball and strike. A little late action on that pitch. Downstairs.
Track that one much better. Cameron Maben. And you're looking for something to drive in the air. You got to get deep enough with those arms in the outfield. Score Maldonado from third.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Trout's on deck. Halo's trying to expand on their 4-1 lead. Two. Off speed, got him. Drops.
Got him to chase the changeup.
So now it's Trout up. Maldonado still at third, Pennington at first. Mike, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks.
We got him on a look at that last time up on a fastball, 86 in.
This will be his second plate appearance against Bergman.
You would think, though, Trout with this matchup should favor him very well as far as off-speed pitches. Hits all of them very well. Going through a series of signs just in case Pennington goes to second. You got to let Trout swing the bat. I don't think the Angels will be on the move here. Otherwise, they'll pitch around or walk Trout if Pennington steals second.
Off speed. 0-2.
Both those pitches right down the heart of the plate, almost exact same location.
And he chases the breaking ball. Ruiz will apply the tag, and the Angels are done here in the 8th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Halo still on top, 4-1.
Angels baseball on Fox Sports West is being brought to you by the Ram Rebel. Make the most of your summer at the Ram Summer Clearance event going on now.
Halos up 4-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Also, we were talking about birthday wishes last half inning. A happy birthday to you, Gooby, as you will celebrate your 55th double nickel.
Double nickels.
Double nickel mañana on
Yes.
the off day. And also a very happy birthday to Angels owner Artie
Yes.
Moreno.
He's got a text, as a matter of fact, from Artie.
Artie?
Yes.
Also double
Yeah.
nickel tomorrow. How about that?
Yes, he is. 1962 together.
Ben Gamble leading things off. He's pinch hitting for Carlos Ruiz here in the 8th. Gismero Petit takes over on the mound for Blake Parker. 42nd game, 3-0 mark at 2.39 ERA, 2 saves under his belt. Out towards center. Counts there. 1 down.
Pitched Gamble very well in this series.
The shortstop, Gene Segura.
Top of the order now, Gene Segura. I want to say a hearty hello to David and Joanne Davenport from Riverside, California. They're here at Safeco Field on section 236, following their halos. Thanks for the note.
Nice.
Segura for 3 so far today. It's jammed.
That's good pitching. We talk about a pitcher that can hit spots so well and change speeds. Gismero Petit. Been excellent.
You know what? I mean, I think that's what makes baseball so wonderful, is that it is a humbling sport. You can take someone like Mike Trout and even Gene Segura to that extent, especially in this series. And all of a sudden today they've done absolutely nothing. They've looked frustrated. Like they haven't seen the baseball well. It's just one of those things. It tends to happen day in, day out.
That's why hitting a baseball is so difficult. The most difficult thing to do in sports.
Alonso swinging and missing on the off speed. 1 for 2 with a walk, a single, and a ground out. Just off the plate. Parker pitched the 7th. Gave up a hit, nothing else.
And spotting the pitches so well. Fastball. It's not overpowering. It's not upper 90s, but movement and locate it well.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Cano's on deck. Called strike 3. Down goes Yonder. And we will head to the 9th inning with the Angels leading at 4-1.
Boy, painting a fastball on the corner once again. Petit.
Pennington with a couple of hits today. C.J. Cron with a mammoth home run that tied the score back in the third inning. And then Martin Maldonado with a 2 RBI single. So a nice job all around, especially when the Angels don't get that production from a Simmons or a Trout. Other guys have been there to step up and get some big hits and contribute. And that's why the Angels are trying to pick up their 6th consecutive victories. Albert Pujols ready to lead things off as we start the 9th. Pujols, Cron, and Simmons. Bergman back out for his 4th inning of relief. Pujols takes a strike. Mike Zunino's the new catcher since Gamble pinch hit for Ruiz. Albert today 1 for 4, single with a run scored in the 5th. Two balls, 1 strike. Albert lifts one out toward right. One out.
Albert still this 1 home run away as Keenan Middleton warming up the bullpen, just 1 home run away from tying Sammy Sosa on the all-time home run list. Remember what he did last time in Washington? Home run number 499 and 500 for Pujols.
Corona 1 for 4 game. He'll shoot this one out to center. Dyson back. 2 down.
Well, he has some coverage out in center field.
Bergman 3 2/3 innings, 3 strikeouts, 1 hit batter. Middleton will get 3, 4, 5 for Seattle in 9th. Cano, Cruz, and Seager. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Walk and a sac fly for Simmons today. Some outstanding defense also.
Off speed, popped him up. Segura and Cano calling for it. Halos down in order here in the 9th. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Looking to close it out. Mike Scioscia will hand the ball off to Keenan Middleton to face the heart of the Mariners order. better than ever. Watch every out-of-market regular season game live on over 400 supported devices. Plus, get a free subscription to @Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Go to MLB.tv for details. It's the bottom of the 9th inning. The Angels up by the score of 4-1, and Keenan Middleton has taken over on the mound. 44th game, 4-0 record. 3.99 ERA. He's picked up the victory in the last 2 games. He's going to try to pick up his 2nd save of the season. He's 41 strikeouts, 14 walks, at 38 in the 3rd innings, as we mentioned. Robinson Cano will be the first man he faces, then Nelson Cruz and Kyle Seager. Robinson Cano this afternoon. A double, a single, and a fly ball to right. One ball, one strike. Ground ball. Pennington, even if it gets to it, he does. Off balance throw and safe at first base. What a play by Cliff Pennington. I didn't think he was even going to get to that baseball.
I had no idea how he got to that baseball, how he got that much on the throw to make it that close. Close enough that Mike Scioscia's going to take a look, but I think he beat that one out. Foot is down, yes, beats it out. Well, what a play by Cliff. He's well into that outfield grass and got a lot on that throw. But Cano, smelling that base hit, beats it out. Third hit of the game for Cano.
Nelson Cruz up. He'll line one to left center field, and that will go to the wall. Cano headed to third. He's going to be stopped right there. It's a double for Nelson Cruz, and Seattle has the first 2 on to start the 9th.
Low fastball, and he was ready for a low fastball. He's had a tough time seeing the fastball out of Bridwell's hand today. A couple punch outs and a sac fly.
Kyle Seager 0 for 3 today. Mariner fans haven't had a whole lot to cheer about since the 1st inning when Cruz gave them a 1-0 lead with a sacrifice fly. And some are starting to stand here in the 9th. It's 4-1 Halos. Seager takes a strike. First pitch breaking ball. 3 fly ball outs for Seager. 0 for 3. No balls, 2 strikes.
Latest warming up in the bullpen for the Angels.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Seager. One down. Big strikeout.
Huge strikeout there for Keenan Middleton. Challenge him with a fastball, a good fastball with movement. Runs away, gets a big swing and miss.
Gerard Dyson, the batter. A 1. Dyson shoots one past Cowart. Cano will score. Cruz to third. It's 4-2. Dyson picks up his second hit of the afternoon.
And now you got that speed at first base. Dyson picked up a stolen base earlier, his last at bat.
First and third, one out. Guillermo Heredia coming up. Heredia today with a single, the fielder's choice and a fly ball to right, 1 for 3. Nelson Cruz, the base runner at third. Dyson over at first.
Look, he was thinking about going.
Ball and strike.
Already has hit in 8 double plays.
Keenan ready, the 1-1. That's on the corner, 1 and 2.
Good spot. Excellent spot. His fastball right on the corner. Maldonado didn't even have to move his glove.
Long look in for Middleton. Tied by Heredia. 1-2. Fouled off.
Pretty hard slider, good slider there, Middleton.
Cano led off the inning with a single. Cruz a double. Seager struck out. Dyson with the RBI single. 4-2 Halos here in the ninth. First and third, one out. The 1-2. Just missed off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Close, real close, but it was a ball. Just about a half a baseball off the corner. Looks like Dyson wants to go here.
Leonis Martin on deck. They'll check in on
going. He's definitely leaning.
Dyson representing that goal, the tying run, the go-ahead run at the plate, the winning run at the plate. 2-2. Dyson doesn't go on the sky. The shallow left, not very deep. Cameron Maben is there. Squeezes it, 2 outs. No tag for Cruz.
Yeah, you just get that right into a cutoff man to make sure Dyson is not able to advance.
So it's Leonis Martin coming to the plate with 2 outs now. Martin, the right fielder, 0 for 3. Grounded into a double play in his last at bat. First one is in tight. Four runs, 6 hits, no errors, 10 men left on for the Angels. 2 runs, 8 hits, an error. Mariners have left 4 on base. They've got Cruz at third, Dyson at first. Long hold. Time is called by Martin. So far, so good for Keenan as far as keeping Dyson at first base.
Yeah, very impressive, especially for a youngster, a rookie. Good poise.
One-0. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Mike Zunino, the catcher's on deck. Outfield straight around. Infield normal positions. Coward about even with a bag at third. 2-0. That's out toward right field. Cole has to go back on it. He's there. Light that baby up as the Angels complete the sweep of the Seattle Mariners. Today the final 4-2. And Gooby, they finally get over the hump of the 9th inning Sunday bugaboo of the last couple of weeks. They made it interesting here, but the Angels get over the hump. Their 6th consecutive win, their longest win streak of the year.
And our Land Rover above and beyond player of the game. That big 2-run single with 2 outs hit by a pitch, but also getting Keenan Middleton through that.